Hello everybody, I'm Deborah Sims and I'm going to be telling you about my CIHT journey. It started with studying maths, physics and chemistry at A level. I then went on to become a civil engineer. I studied civil engineering at Kingston Polytechnic. I then worked for a number of local authorities working on traffic and transportation issues and becoming more involved in road safety engineering. But it wasn't until Hertfordshire County Council that I really started to become active in IHT. At Hertfordshire, I was the head of the Road Safety Engineering Unit, and it was a conversation with Nigel Knott where he suggested that I should take part in the COLAS Award, that I should join the South Midlands Branch Committee and become a member of the Road Safety Panel, that I actually started to become active in IHT. In 2003, I became a chartered engineer through CIHT and soon after that a professional reviewer. So in all of my engagement with CIHT, have I benefited? How have I benefited, and has it all been worth it? Well, yes, absolutely, I think it has. I've put together here a little chart, a little table showing some of the things I've done for CIHT and some of the benefits I think I've accrued from them. So as you can see, I've been involved in regional committees, road safety panel, as a reviewer. I chaired the careers guidance group. I've been involved with things like the membership and skills strategy board. I've been active in the networks, and more recently I've sat on council and the board of trustees. And at every level there are opportunities for networking and social events. There's sharing of knowledge and expertise. There are the opportunities to influence CIHT strategy and policy, but more widely government strategy and policy. There are lots of opportunities to engage with young professionals and to address skill shortages with children and young people. So why should you join CIHT? Or if you're already a member, why should you persuade somebody else to join? Well, lots of reasons. It depends what you're looking for, really. So whatever benefits you have in mind, you should be able to find something within CIHT that will help you realise those. It could be networking and social opportunities. It could be sharing knowledge and expertise. It could be the opportunities I mentioned to influence strategy and policy, both within the institution and more widely. It could be that you want to engage with the next generation of young professionals, or that you want to help address the skills shortages by working with children and young people. It could be something completely different. I can guarantee whatever you're looking for, there'll be something within CIHT which will help you find those benefits. What else do you get? Well, too many to mention really. CIHT Connect, the forum for discussion, Transportation Professional magazine, news and updates, CIHT regional work, the webinar library, technical expertise, our mentor program, the work, which is around the awards and the applications we've had for those, qualifications at every level, the professional development framework, exclusive CPD, consultations, your voice at CIHT, CIHT options or venue hire, and much, much more. The real benefit of being engaged with your professional body is getting involved and actually making a contribution yourself. So I would urge you, if you haven't done so already, have a look at CIHT Connect and make your voice heard. Think about becoming an assessor, a mentor or a reviewer. We're always looking for people to fill those roles. Perhaps you'd like to be a CIHT champion or international champion, representing the institution to your colleagues within the workplace. Perhaps you're working in the public sector and you would value being a public sector professional, or you'd like to join one of the regional committees as a regional officer, either on a full-time permanent basis or perhaps to make a specific contribution or to shadow or deputise for one of the existing officers. Moving on to my hopes for CIHT's future and my presidential theme. What would I like to see change? Well, firstly, equality, diversity and inclusion. Although CIHT has a fantastic record in this regard, there's always more that we can do. We are welcoming and friendly, but we need to do more on this, and skill shortages require us to have a radical rethink about how and who we encourage into our industry. Our profession needs to reflect the communities we serve, and for me that's about respect. Race and ethnicity, levels of enablement, sexuality, physical appearance, economic status, culture and beliefs, time lived should all be irrelevant when it comes to joining highways and transportation, and certainly when it comes to joining CIHT. We welcome everybody regardless of your background. It's also about the climate crisis. We have our climate change pledge, and I hope you're all familiar with that and you are in full agreement with it. However, we all need to move much faster to change the carbon footprint of transport. Everything we do needs to have climate change front and centre. CIHT is uniquely placed to host that debate and influence policymakers. But it's not just about what you're delivering in the workplace, it's personal too. You need to be thinking about your carbon literacy and doing everything you can to understand the science and become familiar with the metrics in order to engage in that debate. So my dream, my route to professionalism, is that everyone working in highways and transportation becomes a member of CIHT. Every member of CIHT is qualified to their highest desired level. Every CIHT member is actively involved with the institution, and that all members are signed up as STEM ambassadors. You only need to do one activity, and it could be that activity that radically changes the life of a young person. And I'd like all of our members to be carrying out their professional development in order to be curious, credible and creative in their work. Is that realistic? Probably not in 12 months, but in the longer term, yes, that's where I'd like the institution to be. So what next for you? Well, I think it's about having a goal. So it could just be a goal to join CIHT, I hope it is. It could be about becoming more active in CIHT and making that contribution. It could be about becoming professionally qualified and finally getting your portfolio together and submitting for your professional registration. It could be about signing up for a STEM ambassador, and I hope it is. It could be about improving your carbon literacy and really being on top of those issues, or boosting your CPD, or becoming a mentor, or anything that you would like to do in your career. I can promise you there will be opportunities and support available from CIHT to help you achieve that goal. Thank you for your attention. I hope you've learned something and I hope you found it useful, and I really look forward to welcoming you as a member of CIHT, or if you're already a member, meeting you and discussing your work with you at some point over the next 12 months. Thank you for joining. I'll see you soon. Keep safe.